We start off the news in Nigeria, where Nigeria's Economic and Financial Crimes Commission now has a new chairman. Is Ola Olukoyede. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu approved the appointment in a statement signed by the special advisor to the president on media and publicity, Ajuri Nganali. Olukoyede replaces former chairman Abdulrasheed Bawa, who was arrested and detained by the DSS since June. Let's tell you what we know about the man, Ola Olukoyede. He was born on the 14th of October, 1969 in Ekiti State. He has more than 2 decades of experience as a lawyer. He has worked in a law firm owned by former Vice President Professor Yemi Osinbajo before he was appointed into the EFCC. Mr. Olukoyede is a consultant in regulatory compliance and a specialist in fraud management and corporate intelligence. He is not new to the working of the EFCC, where he served as Chief of Staff to the then Executive Chairman, Ibrahim Magu, between 2016 and 2018. He was also Secretary to the Commission from 2018 till this year. He is a member of the Fraud Advisory Panel in the United Kingdom and a member of the Federal Government Technical Committee on Repositioning of the Nigerian Financial Intelligence Unit. Now, crime editor Julian Francis joins me on the news for more on this. Thank you so much for your time, Francis.
Thank you, sir.
All right, now the president has finally appointed a replacement for embattled Abdulrasheed Bawa in the name of Ola Olukoyede, former secretary of the Anti-Graft agency and the first outside the northern part since its creation. Now, what do you make of this?
Well, I really don't like when people equate capacity and capability of appointees or elected people. You equate it with where they come from. This person is, or their religion. This person is from the north. This person is from the south. I don't think that is what we should be looking at right now. What we should be asking ourselves is, this Ola Olukoyede, will he be able to deliver? Will he be able to serve the Nigerians? Will he be able to move the anti-graft agency forward from where it is right now? Because if you ask me, the agency has become like comatose. It's not really doing what we expected of it. When it initially started, when Rubalu was there, it was like a high flying and we were all hopeful, but right now they are not doing anything. So I don't think we should be talking about, I don't care where this man comes from, whether it's from the north or south, but we should be asking ourselves, will he be able to deliver? Will he be able to do the job given to him? That if
you said, I'm sorry to come in here, you said compared to when Nurul Badu was the chairman, that's the very first chairman, you said right now they are not doing anything. I mean, one might want to counter that. I mean, if you look at, they've been able to, of course, to some extent, nip particularly financial crime in the bud in terms of fraud and all of that. And they've also been very instrumental in the capture and also recovery of some, stolen, well, I call it fraudulent activities. So you might really not want to say they are not doing so much, particularly in recent times. Or what do you think?
Thank you very much. So we don't have data right now. I don't have any data in front of me. And the Nigerian as a society, in fact, has been suffering from a date of lack of data. If not, there should be a comparison. Even though these days we are having more techie kind of fraudsters, during the Rubalu's time, I just felt, and it's my opinion because I've covered the bit for some times, right from when Rubalu was there, I felt there was more impactful kind of fights against fraud and fraudster than we are having now. Now what I see now is more of politics. It's more of politics. And that is not what we had when it started. And it was even there, it was celebrated. And they had goodwill from Nigerians. Nigerians actually praised them. So now you have to compare and contrast. What do we have now? Are they having that good will? We keep having issues of one chairman after the other being arrested by the ruling leadership of Nigeria. And I'm asking, do you think they are having enough freedom to actually run the commission the way they ought to, or they are just at the beck and call of somebody up there? Now, are they following the act, the EFCC act, the way it should be?
So
are they running it the way it should be? I strongly feel that during Ribadu's time, Ribadu had a lot of free hands, to actually do what he wanted to do. And even then, I strongly believe that they made a lot of impact than what we are having now.
All right. Now, I mean, now that I'm sorry to cut in here, Francis, but now that the EFCC has a new leadership, in specifics and also quickly, what areas do you think the agency or the new leadership or new leader needs to work on to put, in your words, the institution on the right path?
Yes, excellent. Let's start looking at, he should focus on the cyber crime, which has become very, very just unbelievable in our country. It has become unbelievable. And it has become so unbelievable that even in streets, everybody knows who is a fraudster. It has never been this bad. And it's giving us international wise, it's giving us bad image, So right now, even the EFCC, they know.
I'm sorry, Francis. I might just need to also come in here. Can you hear me? Okay.
They have association. They have association. EFCC, they know about it. He should focus on this cyber crime. They are going into banks. They are forming alliances. Then we should not forget our political leaders. We keep talking about, how much do you earn? Make a public declaration of your assets. He should focus on this. And then let's not forget that most of the people who belong to one political party or the other, they seem to be having a free ride. Somebody will just embezzle money and then you will just give me a pat on the shoulder. I don't think it should be business as usual. If he actually wants to win the heart of Nigeria, he needs to do more. But again, like I said, hey, the boss up there that I don't want to mention, which Nigerians know, the person that is always going to be at the beck and call of whoever is the boss. But if truly Tinubu wants this man to work, wants this Ola Olukoyede to work, they should allow him to follow the law, follow the EFCC and go after those that have embezzled our money. They should go after these young people that are there giving us a bad image, right? Overseas and other countries.
All right. Now, talking about going after young people that, some young people that are perceived to be giving the country a bad image, talking about those involved in fraud, particularly internet fraud. I mean, we've seen in recent times, not just, on social media, even on public domains and conversation concerning the style of arrest employed by the agency, particularly in recent years, where they go visiting people or go invading the houses of suspects at odd hours. I mean, the recent case we had is with a Nigerian artist called Skills, right? Which some people have said, there should be some sort of laid down, procedure or process before an arrest is made. While some have said there's no point for it. You don't need to tell the thief you are coming to pick you up. The thief, of course, will be prepared. So what do you think about this style? And also some have accused them of media trial than actual real investigation. Quickly, before I let you go, what do you say of this?
Okay, let me first start with the raiding of people's suspects' home. I think it's wrong. I think there should be a laid down procedure for that. Just like I've always speak against policemen stopping young people. Once you have dreadlocks and you have earrings, they stop you. I don't think that is a prerequisite for somebody being a suspect or a criminal. So the same thing with the EFCC. There should be a rule. There should be a procedure, standard operating procedure. If you want to go and arrest somebody, you don't arrest the person on a hunch. You don't go and start breaking down this person's door, just like they did recently, and they burst into the hotel room of a woman who was almost half naked. I think there should be a warrant, and there should be a way to go about it. Then, what was the other question you asked me about?
Media trial against real investigation. Some have said that they do, just for show on the media than actual real investigation. How do you react to that?
Well, I don't think so. But again, those of us who are journalists, it's left for us to actually carry out what we call investigative journalism. Because sometimes I see that EFCC, sometimes they will arrest as many as 30-something youths. They arrest as many as 40, as
All right.
one fell swoop. And I always ask myself, where are they keeping all these boys? And now that's the job of investigative journalists to go and carry out to do. Where are they keeping? In a year, they could arrest as many as 100 youths. Where are they?
All right.
Remember that the prison itself is congested.
Okay.
So about the media trial, do you want them to keep silent on those they were arrested? Because I think what they're trying
that's another big question. But I'm sorry I have to continue because you're pressed with time. Thank you so much for your contribution on the news, Francis.